All right, so all in all, it worked out. Getting it over the tree was just as annoying as usual, except for this did work out really well. We also were cutting it kind of horizontally instead of vertically. That made it a little bit harder. Trying it by myself, I didn't get anywhere with it. Chain kept getting stuck on a branch and like cam locking in there and binding. But with some help, we made that a lot easier, and we would it take us like an hour? Took us about an hour to get, you know, I'd say more than 3/4 of the way through that log. I'd say it's, you know, 12 inches across or maybe a little more. So definitely worked. Isn't easy, isn't fun, but you could definitely do it. Saved us a lot of money.
This video doesn't show me getting the rope or anything over the tree. I have another video. If I can figure it out, if you click here somewhere, you should be able to see that video. It's kind of lengthy and you know, kind of slow paced, so feel free to click through it and find the section you're looking for. I said it took about an hour to cut through that tree. There's probably about 20 minutes of actual, you know, back and forth. There was a couple of breaks in there because I got tired. There was a lot of, I spent a bit of time, you know, trying to get the rope into the correct position. It did get stuck on a small branch that kind of broke off and got like kind of hooked on the rope. So when we were sawing back and forth, it would kind of pull the, you know, if it was cutting the branch here, it would pull the chain down. So you're kind of coming up into it, and it would like kind of bind in there and wouldn't let the chain slide through. So it took a bit of time just to get that unhooked off of that stupid branch, and then once I finally got that off, it was easy to pull back and forth from one side to the other. And my wife was standing on one side and I was standing on the other, and pulling on either end of that rope. And once that happened, we started making like a lot more progress. Like I said, it was probably anywhere from, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes of actual sawing. And again, it was at an awkward angle and going horizontally and not pulling downwards. So it probably would have been faster to go on a branch that was horizontal. Another thing I would say to do is, if you're going to do this, get a rope that doesn't stretch so much. Especially when it got stuck or something, I'd go to pull on it, the rope would stretch so much by the time I would get to the end of, you know, where my range was, and it still wouldn't be putting the tension I wanted on it, so I'd have to back up, and it would stretch you, so you couldn't really use your body weight to break it free. So that was a pain, and that actually hurt my hands. Another thing I would say is to make some kind of makeshift handle for it. I just kind of wrapped the rope around my hands and tugged on it, but it did hurt after. I probably spent 4 hours a day before trying to do it by myself, and my hands were killing me from that. So making a handle would be useful, even if it was just a piece of PVC, you cut 3 inches long and looped it around or something like that. Thinking about doing that next time when I take the rest of that tree down. I spent probably a good 3 or 4 hours the day before that by myself trying to like hook the saw around, hook the chainsaw or the chain around the tree and kind of stand in one position and do this, but it would bind up too easily. You'd probably need a special chain to do that, one with where the teeth wouldn't cut in so much. I thought about filing it, but it's probably not worth the time to do that. It did work out.